5 points, let's get to it. These 5 points are why a lot of you guys are not passing the CBP interview. This is why you're falling your face. First point is this: you're talking without answering questions. So what do I mean by that? This happens to so many of my first time coaching clients, right? They come to me, I ask a question, and I hear an answer for 2 or 3 minutes of blah, 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 but you never answered the question, right? I'm hearing these beautiful words flowing, college level words or normal words, whatever, they're flowing all around me, and I'm looking for the answer. The reason why is because the CBP panel is going to be looking for the answer as well. They're the ones that are going to say, nope, you never answered the question, get out of here, come back in 6 months, join the 61.6% who don't pass the first time and come back in 6 months. You cannot do that. What I tell everybody all the time is long answers do not equal strong answers. Again, long answers do not equal strong answers, okay? The panel cannot score information you never clearly communicated. How am I to score you on an answer you never answered, right? Hey, applicant, is the sky blue? Well, the sun's yellow. Applicant, is the sky blue? Well, grass is green. Applicant, is it, you see what I'm saying here? I teach you in my program how to answer these questions with the 5 points I insert in every single answer to make sure you get past that part. Because you guys, I have a 90.4% success rate for my CBP applicants for a reason. I teach to perfection. That's how I do it. So when they ask you a question, you're going to have the answer. Obviously, I teach you how to do that, obviously, right? Number 2, the hero mentality. Do not bring the hero to the interview. What does that mean? Sounding aggressive or trying to be fearless or you're the guy who's going to save the day. You want to save the day, right? Get into the Rangers. They're awesome. Delta Force, really cool. SEALs, awesome. You know, go for those kind of things. You know, go for one of those type jobs, right? Those guys save the day every day. They're saving days. We don't even know the days they saved, right? They're so awesome, right? Not for CBP. CBP wants you as a professional to follow policy, exercise sound judgment, work within a team. They want you to understand that the hero story ignores procedures and creates unnecessary risk that can cause problems. CBP does not want to be in the next viral video because somebody thought it's okay to be a hero in the blue uniform to do something silly, okay? In my coaching program, I teach you how we don't answer questions like a hero because we are not heroes in that fashion. Yes, they guard the international borders for sure. That's their job for sure. That's a hero part. People coming here from other countries into the country, right? They also screen for that. That's also a hero part as well, right? Everybody plays their part in the hero spectrum. Yours, though, is quiet. It's not boisterous and loud in the interview. It's a quiet professionalism to do your job at a professional level. Do not bring that nonsense in. Do you know how many guys get knocked out because of the hero stuff? I hear it all the time, guys. I'm in certain circles in life, and I hear these things. It's like a joke almost. Don't do that. Nobody wants to hear that, okay? Number 3, blaming other people. One of the fastest ways to get your X on your interview is this: if you're blaming others and you are the victim in every single story. Nobody wants a victim in the CBP uniform. Nobody wants a victim in any kind of law enforcement uniform, to tell you the truth, right? But especially for CBP, we discuss mistakes, conflict, or challenges, and then you sit there, you blame your coworkers, your supervisors, or the circumstances. You look mighty immature, and it looks like you're somebody who lacks accountability. In my coaching program, we get rid of that nonsense. When mistakes happen, we own them. Right? We are adults. We're over 18. You must bring this to the interview panel when you interview with them. Do not bring this situation where it's his fault or their fault. I'm perfect. Never going to get you past that. It might work for the civilian type interview. Great for you. You bring that nonsense to the CPA interview, you're not going to make it past that. Federal panels respect ownership. But Coach Mitch, I see on TV all the time, people who are mentors or are politicians that never take responsibility. That's great. It's good. That's good for them. But it cannot be your way of doing things because they choose to do this way of life. You cannot say, oh, they're doing it, so I'm going to do it. No. CBP expects you to have a high level of integrity and to take responsibility for yourself. Hang on here at this point here, guys. If you want my coaching down below, in my channel there, description, click the link, get into my calendar. I'll show you how this works, guys. There is a formulary here that I use all the time. Number 2 is this: generic teamwork answers. So what does that mean? This happens all the time. They ask you a question, you come up with, I work well with others. You guys, most people work well with others. Everyone says the same thing. They don't want to hear your answer. They want proof of the answer, right? They want specific examples, how you handle conflict, how you communicated with the pressure, how you supported a team, how you contributed to a successful outcome. That's what they want to hear, you guys. Not this topical answer of, I work well with others. We all work well with others. That's not a big deal, right? And these are the topical answers that I hear all the time. People tell me all the time, well, Coach Mitch, I didn't pass the first time on my own. Then I get into it, I figure out why, and give these generic type answers. Is it your fault? No, because you don't understand what you're walking into. The CBP interview is one of the most misunderstood interviews because you think it's a civilian type interview, and you walk in there thinking they're going to ask you, where will you be in 5 years? What's your strength? What's your weakness? What college you went to? What your GPA was? And you know what? They do not care what college you went to. They don't care what your GPA was. They don't care where you're going to be in 5 years. No one gives a darn about that, right? It means nothing to them. 4 questions, 15 minutes, you're out of there. Next. That's how it works, you guys. You have to have it together when you first walk in there. From the minute that Zoom opens up, got to be on your A game from the beginning. That's what I teach to. I teach to perfection like that, okay? You guys, last one I want to teach you about is here. Stop saying this. Stop. I want to serve my country. You guys, that is part of the job. We know that already. Obviously, right? I serve my country too, but I didn't say I want to serve my country. It comes with the job. When you work in law enforcement, you are by default serving your country. It's automatic, right? No need to get the same tired, worn out answer. They hear this crap every day, all right? And when I say crap, I don't mean it's derogatory way. I'm saying they hear the same thing every day. I teach you guys how to use different answers for that, because if 9 out of 10 guys are saying the same thing, they're like, oh, God. But then here you are. I look beyond the horizon for my country. There's things I can do for my country in ways that maybe others aren't thinking about. That's from the top of my head. I'm just giving you an example. I didn't say, I want to serve my country. Everybody says that. I show you how to be individualistic with that answer and how to be creative, right? Because they already know that, but they want to really find out, why are you qualified to serve your country, right? When I went through training as military police, they had to find out why I was qualified through my actions, not just my words, right? Same thing with you, okay? If your answer stops at patriotism, you have a wave an American flag and all this stuff, right? It's not enough, guys. You're missing an opportunity to discuss your judgment, discuss your professionalism, to discuss accountability. And your ability to serve the mission goes way beyond having a flag in the background, all this stuff, right? You guys show these people that you have more than just a flag and say, I want to serve my country. It's much more deeper than that, okay? If you want the real deal, how to really understand this interview panel, how to pass the panel, how to keep going with your career to CBP and wear that badge one day, I can help you do that. Go into my description down below. Click on a link you want to click onto for coaching. Get into my calendar. It's all automated. Then you and I will meet and the hard work begins then.